Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brittany of BrittanyJJones.com, and in this video we are going to be sewing a new jumpsuit. It's going to be New Look 6413. I'm really excited about this jumpsuit because I don't often sew with New Look patterns. I find that their size range doesn't always include my measurements, so I usually just sew with the other Big Four company patterns and I'm good to go. But I had this pattern in my stash and I was just looking for a new pattern that I haven't made, and I came across this one, and lo and behold, my measurements are on it, so I said let's give it a try. I absolutely love it. I'm so glad I did. I went with View A. It's a shorter sleeve. It does have an invisible zipper going down the front. And also what you may not see is that on the back pant leg, it is an elastic casing back there. So I really love this jumpsuit, and I really do hope that you will too. For fabric, I'm going to be using this really pretty Aztec knit that I got from Measure Fabric. This is my finished jumpsuit and I absolutely love it. I will say that the length of this pant is kind of long, so I did have to go up a little bit. I did an extra like 1 inch on my hem. I just want to give y'all the heads up that for me, and I'm 5'4", the length was a little bit long, so you may just need to just keep an eye out for that before you do your hem. Make sure you try on your pants. Now, I asked on social media about this pattern if anyone has made it, and I got tons and tons of comments about you. Well, not tons and tons, but I got a couple comments about you all saying that you felt the bodice was way too big, but you still love the jumpsuit. You love the invisible zipper, you love the fit, except the bodice was way too big. So I took that into consideration. I looked at the measurements, and the bodice for my bodice size, I am 40-41, but I don't always cut the 41. I like a little bit of room. So the finished garment measurement for a 14 was a 43. So I said, okay, that's where I'm gonna go. So I cut my bodice at a 43, and then I graded it to the hip to a 16. Now I graded it over so that for my pants, I can start that waist at a 16, so the bodice will be at a 16, the pants will be at a 16, and then I can grade over to the 49 hip, which is 49.5 is the 20s hip. So I had to, so this is my jumpsuit here, my imaginary jumpsuit. Let me just hold this one up for you. So the bodice here is a 14, the waist here is a 16 on both the bodice and the pants. And then I slowly start to grade over to the 18. So by the time I hit the 20 right here at my hip, by the time I get at the 20, I would have graded all the way over. By the time I hit my hip, I would have graded all the way over to the size 20. So it's 14, 16, 18, 20. And it's a 20 all the way down to the hip. So that is the grade that I did on this jumpsuit, and the fit is perfect. Absolutely love it. So I just want to let you all know my fabric, my size, and the little modification to the hem alteration that I had to do. So once you have your pattern pieces cut out, everything marked and transferred, let's get started sewing.
Alright everybody, so the first step to making our jumpsuit is to apply stay stitching along the neck edge of our front bodice piece. And then I'm also going to go ahead and serge the center front edge just so up under the zipper area it'll be nice and clean. And so I've done it for this piece right here, the other bodice front. I've applied my stay stitching, and then you can see here I serged my edge on the center front. So after you have that done, if you choose to finish yours as well, go ahead and do that, and then grab your zipper. Here's my zipper here. It's a black invisible zipper. And so the next step is to turn your zipper so that it is down within the seam allowance. The zipper stop needs to be 3/4 of an inch below the upper edge because we still need to apply facing up there. So you don't want the zipper stop to be in the way of that. So once you have everything lined up, you can go ahead and start pinning your zipper in place. Once you have it pinned, you're going to sew down to the notch. You should have transferred a notch. Sew down to the notch and then stop there. You should not stitch down your entire zipper. So go ahead and pin in place and then take it to your machine and sew it in place now. So once you have one side of the zipper installed, go ahead and do the same exact steps to the other side so that you can install your zipper on the other side as well. So again, line up your zipper within the seam allowance. Make sure that the zipper stop is 3/4 of an inch below the neck edge so that we can go back and apply our facing. Go ahead and pin everything in place and then stitch down to that notch and be sure to stop and back stitch there. Okay, so now that we have the zipper installed, you should now be able to zip it up. So I'm going to go ahead and zip mine up and yours should look just like this. So now the next step is to go ahead and we can start working on this zipper a little bit because yours should extend a little bit unless you bought the exact size. Mine is a little bit longer. So I'm just going to shorten my zipper and I'm just going to do some zigzag stitches back and forth with my machine, or you can get a needle and thread and just go back and forth with your needle and thread. So here you can see that I've shortened my zipper just a little bit. So now I'm going to go ahead and clip off the excess of the zipper up under that. So go ahead and grab your scissors, clip off the excess like I'm doing here. So now that you have it clipped off, now we can go ahead and finish off the remainder of the bodice at the bottom. So you should have a little bit left over. So go ahead and pin right there in place. And then we're going to take it to the machine and just sew the rest of the bodice closed. So now I'm back. I have the rest of my bodice closed off, and I also stitched down the zipper tape so that it's not flopping around in my jumpsuit. So you can go ahead and do that as well. And then once you have that done, put it to the side, and now we can start working on our back bodice pieces. So go ahead and pin your center back seam together like I'm doing here. Once you have it all pinned, then you can take it to your machine and stitch it down. Okay, so I have my back bodice sewn. I've also finished off my edges. And from here, the next step for us to do is to go ahead and grab our front piece, and we're going to lay them right sides facing. So go ahead and open up your front bodice piece and lay it on the back right sides together. And now we are going to pin our shoulder seams together and then go ahead and stitch them down. So go ahead and grab your pins, stitch both of your shoulder seams together, and go ahead and sew them in place. Okay, so I'm back from my machine. I have my shoulders stitched as well as the seams finished. And so now we're going to move right along, put that to the side, and now let's start working on our facing pieces. So grab your back facing and your front facing pieces. And you should have already applied your inner facing according to your manufacturer's instructions. So once you have your inner facing applied, go ahead and pin your facing pieces together at the shoulder seams like I'm doing here. Once you have it pinned, go ahead and stitch it. I've already stitched mine. And so now I'm going to go ahead and trim my seam down and then finish off the outer edges of my facing piece. And then you should have transferred a marking at the bottom of your facing. You want to pin there and make sure that you stitch from that marking down to the end of your facing piece. So go ahead and finish off the edges and stitch now. Alright, so your facing piece should look something similar to this. You can go ahead and open up that bottom seam and press that flat. Your outer edges of your facing should be finished. And so now we can go ahead and apply our facing to our bodice right sides facing. So now go ahead and turn out your zipper. And first we're going to lay it again right sides facing. We're going to sew around the neck edge first. So go ahead and match up your shoulder seams like I'm doing here. And then begin to pin all the way around the shoulder. Don't worry about the zipper area just yet. Okay, so now we're going to go to the machine and sew all the way around the neck edge of our jumpsuit now. So now you can see here I have the neck edge finished. So now I'm going to go ahead and begin pinning down my zipper. So you should have your zipper turned out. So it should be raw edges facing or raw edges touching, right sides facing. So go ahead and pin along the zipper tape. Okay, so now that you have it pinned, we are going to stitch along the facing a 1/2 inch, making sure that you don't stitch on your zipper teeth. So go ahead and stitch now on both sides of your zipper. Alright, so now that the facing is attached, I'm just going to go ahead and clip off the excess from the zipper. And I'm also going to trim around my neck edge, not along the zipper part, but only the neck edge. Go ahead and trim and then clip into your corners, and then also do some understitching all the way around your neck edge. You don't have to worry about the zipper portion, but just do understitching around the neck edge of your jumpsuit. But look at how good that zipper looks. I really do hope yours turned out great also. So let's go ahead to the next step. Alright, so now once you have your understitching done all the way around your neck edge and your zipper and everything looks nice and clean, you're loving the way everything looks, the next step is to go ahead and we're going to tack down our facing. You want to tack down the facing at the bottom and then baste it to the bodice. So go ahead and put a pin there like I have here, and then just go ahead and baste that down, as well as baste around the shoulder seams. You want to make sure that you tack down your facing there as well. So now with right sides together, let's go ahead and pin the side of our bodice together now. So go ahead and put your pins in, and once you have it pinned, take it to your machine and stitch down both sides. Okay, so now that the side seams is finished, I do want to say make sure that you go in and clip in that curve up under the arm, up under your arm, because if not, it won't lay flat. So make sure that you clip that and then give it a really good press. And the next step is to just go ahead and finish off our sleeve hem. So you want to go ahead and press up your hem allowance. I'm going to do a narrow hem and then go ahead and stitch it in place. Alright, I am back from my machine and I have both of my sleeve hems finished with the narrow hem. So once you have yours done, go ahead and give it a good press, and then we can put our bodice to the side for a little bit. And now we can start working on our bottoms. So go ahead and grab one front and one back of our jumpsuit pants. And with right sides facing, we are going to stitch down our inner leg seam. So again, one front, one back, right sides facing, and go ahead and pin down the inner leg seam right now. Once you have them pinned, go ahead and do the same thing for the other leg and then stitch them in place. Alright, so now that you have them stitched, go ahead and finish off your inner leg seam. And now you want to go ahead and grab your other pants because you sewed those front and backs together too. So lay those right sides together, and now we can go ahead and stitch our crotch seam. So again, with right sides together, go ahead and grab your pins. First, you want to line up those seams that we just created. Go ahead and line those up first, pin there first, and then go ahead and pin the rest of the crotch together. Alright, once you have it pinned, go ahead and take it to your machine and stitch it all in place. Okay, so now that I have the crotch seam sewn, I'm going to go ahead and grab my pockets. And for me, I like to finish off my pocket edges before I put them into my pants or my skirt, whatever I'm working on. So I have my pockets already finished, and now I'm going to lay them right sides together, and I'm going to pin them in place. You should have transferred some notches, so line up your notches. And you're going to put a pocket on the fronts and on the backs, right sides together. So go ahead and pin your pockets in place now. Now once you have your pockets attached, go ahead and stitch them in a 3/8 of an inch seam allowance. Alright, so once the pockets are attached, the next step is to go ahead and stitch down our side seams in our pockets together. So with right sides facing, you want to go ahead and start pinning. You want to pin down your seam, so go ahead and grab some pins, and you should have transferred some markings. So go ahead and begin pinning at the top, and then you want to pin to the first marking that you transferred, just so you know you need to stop right there. That way you be sure to leave your pocket open. And then you should have transferred another dot. Make sure that you lining up everything and having it even as you go. So I'm going to pin there, and that's where I'm going to start back up at, and then stitch down to the remainder of the leg. And make sure that you pin your pockets together and sew those around as well. So again, go ahead and finish pinning down the remainder of the pants now. So now that I have it pinned, I'm going to stitch down to the first dot and make sure that I stop to leave that open and start at that second dot and go down to the hem. And then I'm going to stitch around my pocket. And while I'm at the machine, I'm going to go ahead and baste my pocket toward the front of my pant. So again, I'm going to stitch down to that first dot, leave that opening for my pocket, start at the second dot, go down to the hem, go around that pocket, and then baste the pocket going toward the front of my pant. So let's go ahead and do all those steps right now. So once you have your pockets basted toward the front, they should look a little something like this. So from here, our next step is to go ahead and grab our bodice. And so now we're going to put our bodice right sides to right sides, making sure that you are careful to line up your fronts together. So go ahead and put your bodice inside of your pants, right side facing, and let's start to pin our side seams, our fronts, pin everything up together right now. So once you have it all pinned, go ahead to your machine and you're going to stitch all the way around. And then once you have that stitched, then you're going to stitch in a 1/4 of an inch seam to create your casing. And then for that seam, you want to leave an opening so we can get our elastic through. So first, go ahead and do your stitch, stitching your bodice to your pants, and then do another stitch 1/4 of an inch and leave an opening for the elastic. Okay, so now I am back from my machine. I'm going to go ahead and grab my elastic, and now I'm going to insert it into the opening and just sift it all the way through the jumpsuit right now. Alright, so once you have it all sifted through, go ahead and remove your safety pin, and you want to overlap the ends of your elastic and then go ahead and stitch it down. What you don't want to do is just put them together and then stitch it across. That'll be kind of bulky in there. You want it to be really flat and smooth. So go ahead and lay it, overlap it, and then stitch it in place. And then once you have that done, go ahead and close up your opening, and you can see here that I went back and I did a serge over my seam after I closed it up. So from here, the very last thing for us to do is to do the hem of our pants. So I would recommend first going ahead and try them on. They were a little bit long for me, so go ahead and try them on and get your length. And then you want to go ahead and fold up your hem allowance. And we're going to do the back first because the back is where we need to insert the elastic. So go ahead and fold up your hem allowance and then go ahead and stitch that down first for your back hem only. Don't stitch the front hem, only stitch the back. So go to both of the side seams of your leg. So now I have only the back of my pant leg hem. The front is still open, you can see, and I stitched it to the seam allowance. So now go ahead and grab your elastic guide for your pant, put a safety pin on the elastic, and then sift that through the back leg hem that we just created. So go ahead and sift that through, and then once you have it through, you want to make sure that the elastic is extending about 5/8 of an inch past that side seam. I have it on both. Make sure that you remove your safety pin, and then you want to just go ahead to your machine and stitch down in those side seams so it will hold that elastic in place. So go ahead and take it to your machine and do that for both of your legs, and then once you have that done, you can finish off the front hem of your pant. So go ahead and do that now. Alright, I'm back. I have my hems complete. The elastic is only in the back. It's nice and secure. So now you want to give everything a really good final press, and you are all done with your jumpsuit. I really do hope you all love this new look jumpsuit. I absolutely love it. I'm really happy with this. Again, this is the pattern right here, new look 6413, and we made view A. Thank y'all so much for joining me for another Sew With Me video. If you have any questions, leave them for me below. I'll be more than happy to answer. As always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Blessings, everyone. Bye.